Welcome to the Uriah Jokes Podcast, the host of the annual Wild Goose Chase. And speaking of a man who's always on a wild goose chase towards nothing, because the only thing chasing him is a lack of talent. And you know what we're talking about, a loose goose man. And put your hands together for the Hans Grilber Uriah Wesman. Fantastic. I am trying to record a podcast, and as much as I wish this was a joke, there's nothing funny about my downstairs neighbor who plays the piano all day long and somehow only knows how to play Clocks from Coldplay. And another one that goes and he messes up every time. He doesn't get better. I used to thought he was doing piano lessons. No, he's just really bad at playing the piano and decides that during a pandemic it's the best time to play the same fucking song again and again and again and again. Every day feels like the same thing, and you know what? Because it is. I'm living in a twilight zone where I'm choosing between now being sober. I only smoke weed now, and I'm really starting to feel it with alcohol because all of my thoughts of my childhood, all my memories are starting to come to the surface. So in what world is being sober good now? All my problems are coming up to the surface. I gotta tell you what, so I went to this party, like this little get-together before the lockdown, everything, and half the people weren't drinking. And I wasn't drinking too. I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna smoke some weed, mellow out, and just try to work on myself here. Progress, right? And someone starts reading a book in the middle of the party. I gotta say, guys, if this is the type of sober party that's supposed to keep me sober, and this is turning into a book club, the only reason I would ever go to a book club is if I was drunk. But if sobriety is going to take me to a book club where there's only one copy of a book, and I'm reading out loud, I might as well be drunk and stuttering. Me reading out loud is essentially drunk. But fantastic! The Goose Chase is going virtual this year. Oh, get your gooses together. We got a virtual Goose Chase. How does a Goose Chase go virtual? It doesn't, you moron. It goes viral because everyone wants to watch a Goose Chase. Duck, 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 goose. Goose. You're a goose. I mean, talk about wild. Ew, well, also, this is way too much to talk about with a goose within the first minute. Wait a second, I'm getting something. Oh, we just got nominated for the award for this year's award for the best podcast intro with gooses. And BBC Earth won. Why would you inform me of that? But fantastic, this is my podcast. You like it? This podcast plays a very tight rope between funny, weird, and informative with factual-based nonsense that's based on opinions that are based on facts, that are based on a reality. It doesn't matter anymore. Nothing matters anymore. There's going to be a fourth wave. Now I'm hearing there's going to be a third wave. The vaccine might not even work. What's funny is these people are doing these anti-freedom, our freedoms are being infringed upon. Hey, the more people that get the virus and keep going out and getting it, the longer we're gonna be stuck in our homes. Can you guys hear it? He's playing the music right now. I hope it's not in the mic. He would, and I was thinking, how could this get worse? What could make this worse? Oh, he can play a ukulele. Why not? Why not? Why I'm someone that moves to New York in the middle of a pandemic and unemployed because I dislocated my shoulder, $1,000 of medical bills, and a pandemic happens. Then I move back in where I'm basically back with the same place I was 3 years ago, except I got a podcast for people not to listen to. But now, I can't have peace and quiet because the guy downstairs is a moron and you can't do anything about it. What is he gonna do? Unbelievable. Well, this podcast is informative and we're walking a tightrope, right? And what we're waiting for is the wind that picks up where I fall to my comedic death and you find someone else to not listen to. And that is what this podcast is proud of. They go on rants that go nowhere. But if you stick around long enough, you'll eventually laugh at something. Or nothing. Because if you listen to this podcast long enough, you'll lose your mind with me. And if you're with me, get past that shame you have for listening to this podcast and share it with your friends on Facebook. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell if you want to live in this nightmare with me. This is day 9 of the new stay-at-home order I'm under. I'm grounded. I'm grounded for living. Or is it night? Is it night? Hey, birds! Hey, birds! Seagulls are the best sound birds. Seagulls are the best sound birds. Nope, it's daytime. That explains why the sun's out. But also, I've been watching a lot of videos about the truth about the sun. And it might not be real, but just all we know is that if anyone looks too closely at the sun while searching for answers, they always go blind. 100% chance to go blind if you look for answers in the sun. And speaking of trying to shine a little light on the darkness, let's get to the news. News that tells you a lot of bad things and terrorizes you with the weather forecast. Oh, murder's up and it looks like the season rainfall levels are gonna be up too. Looks like you should bundle up. Oh, it's gonna be a cold one out there. Oh, man, there's nothing worse than morning TV. I've been watching it when I'm still awake in the morning. Time is irrelevant. The only thing that matters is my dwindling bank account and my dwindling dreams and my dwindling subscriber base. Actually, I'm going up subscribers. I should be happy because I'm starting to win the war on the algorithm. But how? None of this even matters. Every day's the same, and it doesn't help that this guy plays the same song on the piano. This wasn't even going to be the show. We had news about Virginia and stuff.